Each person has the right for quality and fulfilling life. Professor Volodymyr Kozyavkin is convinced in this. The success formula of the Ukrainian doctor made not only him happy, but also tens of thousands of parents and their children all around the world. More than 30 years ago, he started implementing his method of rehabilitation of patients with cerebral palsy. I think that no one has any doubt that today the only way is to maximize the use of intellectual potential of Ukraine, and we declare ourselves modestly but with dignity. I am very happy that this philosophy in our position is perceived by leading medical centers of the world. The basis of the rehabilitation system of Dr. Kozyavkin is a polymodal approach using diverse methods to influence the patients, which are mutually complemented and potentiated. As a result of a multi-component influence of this system, a new functional state is formed in the patient's body. Clinically, it is accomplished by normalization of the muscle tonus, increasing the range of passive and active movements in the joints, improving the trophic of the tissues, and activation of cognitive processes. The important part of Dr. Kozyavkin's methodology is the costume for the movement's correction, a spiral which provokes the usage of external force that corrects the movement of the extremities and the position of the body.
I'm coming to this clinic because I find this very good in treatment for my son. My son Muhammad, his name is Muhammad, is old, 9 years now. He's finds very care in this clinic and very good and modern treatment in this clinic. For this reason, I'm coming to this clinic, and I hope continue come to this clinic again.
The mother of a patient from Cyprus is also very happy about the results of the treatment and can't hide her joy. This is their 11th visit to the clinic, and the effect of the treatment is obvious.
He's much more flexible. The upper parts, the lower parts, he's much more attentive as well. Big changes, so that's the reason why we come here.
The statistic analysis of medical data of more than 12,000 patients who have undergone the rehabilitation method of Dr. Kozyavkin confirmed the high efficiency of the system. Normalization of the muscle tone occurred in 94% of patients. Skills of the control of the head in supine position in 75% of patients. 62% of patients that weren't able to sit still have measured the skill. The skills of self-pace recorded in 19% of patients that weren't able to walk, and 87% of patients after a rehabilitation course could open the spastic hand compressed in a fist. We have had some great experience and excellent specialists. Besides their effective work, they also organize international conferences to improve their knowledge and to share it with cooperative countries like ours. They accept new knowledge from Western countries, and we all deeply encourage their work. The important element of this rehabilitation is the usage of specialized computer games with virtual reality elements. While performing an exercise and a movement in a specific joint, the patient is playing a computer game at the same time. The main story and the exciting animation of the game have been developed by the specialists of the clinic and are made to stimulate the patient to perform correctly in the game. Also to stimulate the increase of speed, frequency, and the amplitude of movements, train the reaction rate, improve coordination, and ensure an effective realization of the training session. The results are remarkable. Before, she couldn't even raise her head, and now she can, and she even walks beside the walls without support. She used to crawl, and now she walks beside the walls in our apartment. She speaks great, the results are excellent, and we are very happy that we found a clinic like this. We will continue coming here until we reach the best results. More than 70,000 patients from 63 countries, among whom were 17,000 patients from Germany, Austria, Switzerland, France, have completed the rehabilitation course according to this system. In 1993, the system of rehabilitation was officially recognized in Ukraine, and thanks to its efficiency, gained worldwide international reputation. Dr. Kozyavkin's methods were included to the 4 most effective conservative methods of rehabilitation of patients with cerebral palsy. Medical rehabilitation technology has no analogues in the world. Volodymyr Kozyavkin helps people who were chained to beds and wheelchairs to start walking. The 4-year-old Natalia first started to walk here. She lives in an orphanage and now is going through a rehabilitation course under the state program of Ministry of Health of Ukraine. The little girl doesn't stop for a moment because there is no greater joy for her or for the doctor-psychologist that accompanies her as these small and such long-awaited first steps. The child was born with different disabilities. She was in an orphanage since she was 2 months old. She didn't walk. Around a month ago, she first stood. She began to stand without support. She's undergoing this treatment under a state program, and she was given a ticket here for free. Natalia began to walk. We were very surprised, and she was very happy about that. Continuing our theme about the treatment process, we should emphasize that the rehabilitation is carried out in the International Rehabilitation Clinic that is located in Truskavets, in the Rehabilitation Center Elite in Lviv, in the International Medical Rehabilitation Clinic in Cyprus, and also we are planning to open the treatment center on Arbat Spit. Institute for Medical Rehabilitation regularly organizes cycles of thematic lectures for doctors' professional development entitled New Technologies in Medical Rehabilitation. Curator of the cycle is Doctor of Medical Sciences Volodymyr Kozyavkin. There is another component of success in addition to the medical know-how, specialized equipment, qualified specialists at the clinic of Dr. Kozyavkin. It's the clinic. All this, stained glass, beautiful bridge furniture, computer hardware, elegant restaurant, create the feeling of a large, comfortable home where everything recalls the joy of life. This is a permanent installation for recovery because it is psychologically important for young patients and ultimately for those who are close to them.